Hey everyone, and welcome. You know that amazing feeling when you get a great idea for a new home or a garden project? But then, that excitement kind of dies when you hit a wall of confusing math. Well, if that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to look at a much smarter way to bring those ideas to life.
So, picture it. The weekend's here. You are ready to finally tackle that project you've been dreaming about. You've got the energy, you've got the vision, and you are ready to build something awesome.
It always starts with that spark, doesn't it? You can just see it in your mind's eye. A gorgeous raised garden bed maybe, or that perfect stone patio for summer cookouts. That's the fun part. But then, bam, reality hits. The beautiful dream of your finished project slams right into a wall of calculations. And just like that, you're not a creative visionary anymore. You're a frustrated mathematician trying to juggle square feet, cubic yards, and all these weird conversions. This, right here, is what I call the hidden calculation chaos. It's that messy, behind-the-scenes part of every single project that can turn all your excitement into a major headache before you've even bought a single thing. I mean, take a look at this. It's just a regular bag of mortar for large tiles. Seems pretty straightforward, yeah? You buy it, mix it, and use it. But oh, the second you have to figure out how much to buy, that's when things get complicated.
And that's when the questions just start piling up. How do I turn my square footage into the right number of bags? What's the water ratio? Do I need an additive? And hold on, why are the units a crazy mix of feet, inches, pounds, and liters? Suddenly you're trying to figure out pallet counts and shipping weights. It is a lot.
And this is what you're up against. You're staring at a technical data sheet that's really built for professional contractors. Sure, it tells you a 50-pound bag covers about 40 square feet, and a pallet has 56 bags, and that's great info if you do this for a living. For the rest of us, it's basically like trying to read another language.
But what if you could just skip all that chaos? What if there was a way to go straight from your idea to a perfect shopping list without doing any of that hard math? Well, there is, and it's a real game changer. It's called a unit-aware calculator, and really, it's just a super smart tool that does all the heavy lifting for you. It gets that you're measuring your patio in feet, but the mortar is sold in pounds and the water is in quarts. It just handles all those messy conversions in the background automatically.
Okay, so let's see this thing in action. We're going to see how it turns a really complicated purchase into just a few simple clicks. We'll go from your basic project dimensions all the way to a complete shopping list.
So the whole journey just gets incredibly easy. First, you just pop in your dimensions, length, width, depth. Then, the calculator applies the expert recipe behind the scenes, and boom. Just like that, your perfect shopping list is ready to go.
Here's a perfect example for a garden project. You tell it the size of your raised bed, the calculator already knows the perfect soil recipe, say 60% topsoil, 30% compost, and 10% perlite. And it instantly tells you exactly how many bags of each you need. No more guesswork, no more wasted material. Okay, so that's awesome for a garden. But what about those really tough, pro-level projects we were just talking about? Can this simple idea really handle that kind of complexity?
Oh, absolutely. Here we are, right back at our mortar example. You put in your dimensions, and the calculator figures out way more than just the number of bags. It's calculating the exact water and additives, the total shipping weight, how many pallets you'll need, and even the final cost. It's the whole shebang, solved in one step. This is what we call full process calculation. It's so much more than a material estimator, it's a complete buying tool. It connects a customer's simple idea to a business's complicated logistics and just makes the whole thing seamless. So what's the big deal here? Well, the impact of this is actually huge, and it creates this amazing win-win for both the person buying the stuff and the business selling it. So for you, the customer, it's pretty obvious, right? You get to buy with total confidence, knowing you have exactly what you need. But think about it from the business side. Happy customers mean fewer costly returns, more sales, and way smoother operations. Everybody wins. It really all boils down to this one powerful idea. You're empowering customers with the confidence to build anything, and you're empowering businesses with the clarity to help them do it perfectly. And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. We've seen how this can completely change buying materials for a project, but just imagine if every complex purchase you had to make felt this simple. What other parts of our lives could we transform from total chaos into perfect clarity?